Yeah,
Got you.
I saw that.
Yeah. Beautiful people, we are back with another episode of To The Baja. First off, before we get started, I want to say shout out to my brother Theo. He got his platy.
Yes, sir.
More of those to come.
100K, run your race. Go subscribe.
We gonna double that soon.
Yep.
Shout out to him.
Yep, for sure.
But let's get to it. We're here with Ray. We're here with Theo. Theo, who is your To The Baja player of the week?
First and foremost, I want to start this off by saying, y'all see the shirt. Y'all see it. Y'all see a little jacket. Natty Champs, 2017. Shout out to my boys out there. We held it down. Secondly, to my Washington Commanders, man, I appreciate y'all. Y'all have put a belief into a fan base that we have been asked for 32 years. We appreciate you. One hell of a year, one hell of a run. We beat ourselves yesterday, but that's what happens. We're going to learn from it. We're going to come back stronger next year. And like I said, all we need was the belief, and y'all have given that to us, and we appreciate it. So shout out to you, the Washington Commanders, man. Sad day yesterday, but we move on and we move forward. Cam, y'all still suck. So
I can't even. No comment. No comment. No comment, bro.
Cowboys still sorry. It's a beautiful day.
Jerry got us in hell.
But y'all know what we do here. We get straight to the Baja. My To The Baja player today on this Good Monday is Anthony Davis. Anthony Davis, sir, you are cooking. You've been playing some elite basketball for 2 years straight at this point. I'm saying like consistently healthy, dominating for 2 years straight. And not saying he wasn't before, but he's shown he still got it.
Yeah.
He still got it and it ain't going nowhere. And I think the Lakers, like I said, they're fifth seed in the West, and they're playing really good basketball. And AD doesn't get enough recognition, in my opinion. He is 1A, he is 1B on that team. He's the guy.
Yeah.
Hey, you don't play through him, you ain't winning.
You ain't winning.
Yeah, for them to win games.
I love Bron. Bron is, is greatness, but Bron is 40 years old.
Yeah.
Get that ball to AD. Let AD do his thing.
They be doing it.
And if AD don't win Defensive Player of the Year this year, I know Wemby. I know Wemby is in there. So, but I don't care. It's too many years that they haven't given this man his love and the things that he do on the defensive end. So, shout out to AD, man.
For sure. Shout out to the Lakers, man.
Yeah.
Winning games, doing well, competing at a high level. Hey, listen, like we said before, they're a piece away, in my opinion, from competing.
They've been sneaky good, so yeah, I agree.
Ray, who you To The Baja, my guy?
Oh, man. Probably somebody nobody probably would never think about. He's a utility guy. He's a young guy. He's like Josh Hart. Like, I love players like that. I'm going down to Houston, man. Houston Rockets.
Sir.
You know what I'm saying? Thomas. Young fella.
Yeah.
Young fella's balling. Had a triple-double his last game.
Damn.
Young fella balling, man. He's getting to it. I think last few games he's had about 15, 16 rebounds, man. Like, he's athletic. He plays on both ends on the floor. He's definitely probably one of the best defenders in this league already.
Yeah.
And this is his second season. So, shout out to the young man. He's definitely making me a believer, and he's definitely made this Houston team.
What? Was that on Mobley?
Yeah, you saw that. He's making this Houston team a contender. I mean, I'm just being honest. I think Jabari Smith is out of a starting lineup.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm just saying. This guy he does everything, man.
This is one of the things where Lord.
Look at the numbers.
Hey, can you play back that last clip? Because his head was at the rim.
Oh, that was nuts.
Oh my God. This is what's crazy to me.
Watch this. Just look at it. Just does everything.
That's a putback.
Watch this.
Top floor now. Hey, listen.
Hey.
I'm a fan.
Man, look at his numbers. Look at this.
I'm a fan.
Last
two
two
games.
He's getting to the Baja. He's playing good basketball. He just does it all. And this is the type of players that I like. This is how I used to play. I didn't like to do one thing. He could. I bet you if they wanted him to go get 20 a night, I'm sure he could. Because one thing, he's one of the most athletic kids. Him and his brother need to be in the dunk contest.
Man.
Oh, yeah.
Boy, they got bounce.
Man.
Oh, my gosh. They are so athletic. The fact that he just blocked Mobley's shot
Like
one-on-one.
nothing. Mobley 7 feet.
That was flat-footed.
Yeah.
That was off vert.
Off vert.
Yeah, that's impressive, kid. That's impressive.
This is my thing. His offensive game hadn't even really fully developed yet.
Yeah, he can't really shoot yet.
That's what I'm saying.
So once he start, and like I said, that comes over years and work. Once he get that, it's gonna get real spooky out there. No, this is the situation. This is a situation where it gets tough, where you always say the best ability is availability, because he is taking Jabari Smith's spot.
Oh, it's over.
It's over. You know what I'm saying? And it's one of those things where Jabari Smith is like, not what do you need him for, but what can you get for him to move forward? So at that point, you're like, okay, I'm sure. And it's unfortunate, but it's the way of the business. Yeah. Jabari Smith has been out. We got a star who's on his second year, and Jabari Smith is on his third, about to go on fourth, so he don't have to get an extension or some shit. We might not have to give him that. Let's see what we can get for him.
Yeah, and he's still young. He's playing well when he's available.
Yeah.
It's just
tough. He's a good player, but it's just this guy's better. He fits better.
And
they number 2 in the West.
And
nobody talking about that.
And the thing is, he guards.
They're number 2 in the West, bro.
They've been sneaky really good.
And he guards.
Yes, he do.
He guards.
Yeah.
Like at a high
1
level.
5.
He just blocked Evan Mobley's shot on vert.
7 foot.
And Mobley thought he had a mix match.
Yeah, he thought he was going to shoot a
let me go
jumper.
over time. Ah!
Give me that.
Mobley
Shit,
thought he had a
right?
mix match.
Nah, it's tough, man. It's a tough situation. And I say this to all the young cats out there in the NBA, do everything you can to stay on that court.
That's it.
Everything you can to stay on that court. I don't give a if it's a nagging injury, if it's serious, you do what you got to do. But if it's not, and you can go out there and give your best effort, play.
Yeah.
Because
somebody's
sitting there waiting on their opportunity, and next thing you know, it's gone. And next thing you know, the GM has to do a job to make that team better.
And you gone.
Exactly.
Sayonara. Wouldn't want to be ya. Hey, I would say this, though. Back to your number 2 in the West, though. It's tough to be up there right now.
Man.
Because I looked at this last night, and I told myself, we're going to talk about this. First 3 seeds in the West. OKC, Houston, Memphis. Relatively young teams. Have they been to the biggest mountaintop and have they competed at the finals, conference finals? No.
OKC?
None of those.
OKC?
They got to the second round. That's it. They lost to Dallas.
Oh, sure did.
Yep. And then Dallas played Minnesota. But if you're in those seeds, right, you might have to play Minnesota, Phoenix, Dallas, or SAC. That's crazy.
Yeah. I'm with
Right
you.
now, if the playoffs ended today, OKC or Houston would have to play Minnesota, Phoenix, or Dallas, or SAC. And SAC is playing good basketball right now. That's tough, man.
Hey.
It's tough.
The West is crazy.
It's tough. And it's going to be crazy when the playoffs start.
Exactly.
It's going to be crazy.
That's crazy, bro. Like, you do all that work. You get to the top of you at the top of the West.
To get beat in the first round.
To possibly be an underdog in the first round. Because my thing is, let's call a spade a spade. Dallas healthy. Let's say they're in the play-in. Let's say they lose the first one. So then they got to play one more. OKC got to play them.
They have their number.
They done fucked around and had OKC number.
OKC.
Like, they match up well with OKC.
They do?
Yeah.
But then, let's say they win the first one and they play Houston. Come on, like it's not favorable. You know what I'm saying? If I'm OKC, I don't want to play Phoenix. I don't want to play Minnesota. First round? That's tough.
That's a tough first
for
round.
young teams.
But that's just how it is.
That's just how it is in the West.
That's how it is.
That's how tough it is.
I don't think OKC worried, though.
Yeah, OKC not that worried.
Now, Houston, and Memphis.
I would say this. I would say this.
Houston, Memphis might be a little
Houston
shit.
for sure ain't been there.
Right.
Yeah.
If I'm OKC, and like I said, I know they ain't afraid of nobody. I don't want to see Dallas first round. One, they're going to be relatively healthy if they make it. Yeah. If they're relatively healthy going into it and they make it, you don't want to play them. Because Luka is going to have fresh legs.
Yeah.
playing a team like that with fresh legs is not what you want to.
Him and
Boston,
fresh legs.
and that's the difference between championship teams and teams that don't win championships.
Yeah.
The team that has the fresher legs at the end, which ultimately was the Golden State Warriors for a long time because they were just the most conditioned athletes. They've done it so many years. That's why Cleveland and Golden State kept getting there every year. They knew what it took. So I just wouldn't want to play those teams first round. But, hey, looking like they don't got no damn choice because they out there balling.
Yeah.
Houston and OKC. Memphis, too. Shit, Memphis out there winning.
Yes, sir.
Shout out to them 3 teams. I hope they all get it in and get some experience. But now to the Baja Player of the Week, we have Norman Powell, averaging almost 28 points a game in his last 2. And to me, he's been the quiet catalyst that's been keeping the Clippers afloat since Kawhi's been on. Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, Brook Lopez.
Ever since he got to the Clippers, he's been a certified bucket getter, man. And now since you got Kawhi back, James been hooping. The Clippers gonna be scary, man. The Clippers are right there.
I didn't say them, but I'm gonna let it happen because I told everybody if Kawhi's healthy, I don't want to play the Clippers, bro.
No, because they got defenders too.
They got defenders around a guy, James Harden, who can control the game.
Yep.
And you got a and I don't give a damn what nobody says. If Kawhi Leonard's healthy,
Kawhi Leonard's a bucket.
he's an issue.
Unstoppable mid.
He's an issue.
Give him the ball in the game, he can get you a bucket.
Unstoppable.
Can get you a
midi.
bucket and can guard. That's the thing. And people disrespect James. James got some of the best hands in the league as far as like deflections and shit.
Oh, he gets steals.
Elite.
He gets steals.
Elite. And so, like I said, in Tyloo,
A great coach.
coach his ass off.
Great coach.
Coach his ass off.
And not to mention, give a shout out to your boy, Norman Powell.
As I'm saying,
playing
Kawhi
at
got to go get 25
high
every night.
level. He's giving them that third guy that can get you 20 a night. Seriously.
Seriously.
He's averaging over 20.
And they still can make a move in trade deadline.
They
I
got
wouldn't
pieces.
make no moves. I like Coffee. I like what's his name? Porter.
You like
Jr.
Man? Oh yeah, he cooking.
I like Man. I like
Forgot
Dunn.
about Man,
All them
yeah.
dudes play defense, bro.
They guard.
You got to keep the Dave Jones.
Yeah.
Got him over there too.
Yeah, no, he's been having
You know
a
what I'm
good
saying?
year, too.
So like
It ain't really much you need.
they get healthy because they got a bona fide center. Like,
Yeah,
Zubac don't
Zubac.
get a lot of attention, but he can
He gonna get his 10 rebounds a game at
he gonna
least.
get more than that. He'll lead
least,
12
yeah.
plus.
Yeah. I like. Hey, listen. And that's the thing. Memphis right now, they would have to play the Clippers first round. It's tough, bro. That West is a gauntlet. That West is
That's what I'm saying.
gauntlet.
It's scary.
Jesus
This could be the
Christ.
first year where we see 2 of the top 3 seeds not make it to the second round.
For real though.
Yeah.
That wouldn't be crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it
It
would
wouldn't
be
be crazy.
That's where it comes to the fact of in the West, it's different from the East because seeding matters and you can home court, blah, blah, blah. And it's kind of top heavy in the East. With the West, it's health. Every team that we just named got stars. that don't care. All right, we got to go them first 2 games. Cool. We'll steal 1 and then take care of home court. So the stars is on every single one of those teams.
Facts.
You don't got to worry about that. So which team goes into the playoffs healthy? They're gonna have the best chance. They're gonna have the best chance, and we'll see. We'll see. I'm ready. I'm looking forward to it, man.
But you know another situation before we go 1 second? If Philly
Oh yeah.
get healthy at the end, they're another team because they like Red Deer in the play-in. They're like 3-4 games out.
Oh yeah.
So if that's a team that can get in that play-in and mess around,
They
that
got to
one
play
seed,
Cleveland first.
all that Cleveland want to see a Philly that's healthy.
Hell
Embiid
no.
with fresh legs, Paul George with some
They
fresh
just
legs.
they just
Because PG starting to hoop.
Maxey
Philly
with
just
fresh
beat
legs.
Cleveland without Embiid.
Exactly. PG had 30. Maxey had like 30. You get Embiid in there with that.
Listen, bro.
Listen, I'm
Listen,
just telling you.
it's scary.
No.
This
This
league
league
could
could
get
get,
real.
this league could
They've
get
been
real
there.
crazy after February.
Hey, listen. Ray, you can speak to this. If ebbs and flows of the NBA season, bro.
That's all it is.
You just got to get hot at the right time, and most of the time it be that team that come out of that All-Star break rolling.
There you go.
Whenever team come out of that All-Star break rolling and clicking, that's the beautiful time. After All-Star break, teams
That's gonna be your team for real.
they ramp it up.
Everybody come back like this.
You come back. You
Everybody
come back
come-
a little. Okay, we done got our rest.
Yeah.
It's go time. Your team starts tanking, and team start taking off.
Yeah, that's when you make your decision after the
show.
deadline. But that is our to the Baja for the week. Let's get into our headlines. First, the Lakers and AD. So basically, AD had a quote that said, Damian Lillard says all the time, when it's time for me to get an award, they move the goalpost. Talks about how he deserves a DPOY. Do we think that Anthony Davis deserves a DPOY? I know he spoke on it earlier, but this year specifically, do you think he should be a finalist for a DPOY?
Yes. I think he should be a finalist every year. If you see what he does every year, night in, night out for the Lakers defense, I mean, he's the anchor. You know, he guards 1 through 5.
He does.
He can go guards, and they think they're going to go to the basket and lay the ball up on him. He blocks their shot, get guarded any center in this league. So, I mean, he changes shots. He does everything, bro. So, yes, I think he deserves it. I think it's been a lot of years he's been snubbed. So if somebody else gets snubbed, then so what? Let somebody else get snubbed and give that man his flowers and give him that defensive player of the year.
I have a follow-up question. Why do you think he has been snubbed? He plays on a big market team, puts up the numbers, and like you said, the thing is with him, it's more so been availability. He's been available. Mm-hmm. What do you think has been the reason he's been snubbed in a big market?
On the two things I can think of is one is hate, and then two is I think he gets a knock because everybody just be like he's never healthy, he's never available, but Theo spoke on it earlier. These last two years, he's been playing. Yeah. He's been healthy. So I mean, so what are y'all gonna say now? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. It comes down to who's voting.
Yeah.
We got to really start figuring out who's voting for this shit. Because, and everyone knows, I'm not a big fan of Rudy Gobert.
Yeah.
This dude has 4. He has 4 defensive players of the year. So this is what I would say. And we could talk about this after we get done with this. I want to ask y'all a question, and y'all think about it while I'm saying this.
Okay.
I want to ask y'all what we should come up with, what should be the criteria for defensive player, MVPs, most improved player. Like, what are the criteria for that? And then we can start talking about that. But for Anthony Davis situation, Rudy Gobert has 4 defensive player of the years, right? If it was me, right, I would go to the coaches, I would go to players, and I'll give you 3 finalists. Who are you most afraid of defensively, or who do you game plan for more defensively out of these 3 finalists? Let me know. Vote it out. 9 times out of 10, he would be. Every team I've been on, every time we played Anthony Davis, we have game plan for Anthony Davis.
Yeah.
To stay away from him.
I know.
Yeah.
There's a 4-time MVP that we have, when I was with Dallas, have attacked. So I don't remember who it was, but they was like, how does somebody win Defensive Player of the Year and you're attacking them? You're not afraid to attack them.
Not afraid of them. Yeah.
Not afraid of them. That doesn't really make sense to me. Also, another reason why I say we need to really think about who's voting, because Anthony Davis says something like, we're looking at block shots. Anthony Davis has done that multiple times.
He's always in top 3, at least.
He's done that multiple times. So, is that the only way that you play defense? I don't think so.
No.
Anthony Davis can guard 1 through 5.
Yes.
And lock the fuck up.
Lock.
1 through 5.
And this is my thing. Like, I see it as like the Darrell Reeves effect, where he didn't have the interception numbers, but it's because they weren't throwing to him.
Not throwing.
So it's like, Rudy has more blocks, but it's because they're attacking him.
Yeah.
Simple. Like,
it's criminal. It truly is. Like, for outstanding, and the reason he's gonna win it this year because he finally said something.
Right.
Yeah.
And everyone's like, "Damn, he right."
He's never
like,
won.
why have you not had one?
Drew Holiday never won.
That's
it makes no sense. And Drew's never gonna win one because he would never say anything.
Yeah.
Him, Anthony Davis, and Bam Adebayo are two of the best defenders in the NBA.
Yep, because they can guard 1
Because
through
they can
5.
guard 1 through 5. That is so valuable. At the 5, what?
Mm-hmm.
Come on, bro. Like
that's why Draymond was so good.
That's why they were on the Olympic
he can
team.
guard 1 through 5.
That's why Draymond has them. And the reason Draymond has them is because he's undersized in doing it and guarding bigs and doing all that. They're just penalizing him because he's 7 foot.
I don't care.
Exactly.
They'll give it to Wemby.
I'm like,
and he's 7'8".
Wemby 7'8", Rudy 7'2". What are we talking about?
Yeah.
It's criminal, bro. I mean, the dude guards 1 through 5 at a high level, bro. It's sick.
Yeah.
It's sick work.
But thing is, he's not the anchor.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Oh yeah. So repeat. Scottie taking here is. Rudy. They said Rudy has him because he's been on top 5 defenses his entire career, but I think it's because he also hasn't been the anchor for a lot of these teams.
Listen, game planning for the Utah Jazz, right? When I played with Dallas, they did everything. They ran everybody off the 3-point line and just funneled it to Rudy. He is the anchor, right?
Yeah, I mean,
that's how you run your defense. They do the same thing for
7'3".
Anthony Davis.
He's 7'2", 7'3". He's still going to be effective.
Yes.
It's still hard to
I'm not saying
over
Rudy
somebody.
Gobert is a bad defender. I'm really not.
We're saying that he shouldn't have got 4 in a row.
He should not have got.
And Anthony Davis don't have 1.
That's sick.
That's all we're saying.
That's sick.
And I think because Giannis only has 1 too.
And that's sick.
That's what I'm saying. Like when I say he's not the anchor, it's been teams where like, especially Minnesota, like they have Jaden Daniels. Daniels. Like there's players who I'm like they're guarding the best players.
Yeah.
That's what I mean by like anchor. Like
no, for sure. No.
I
I get what you're saying. I'm just saying it's like it's one of those things where I remember having a conversation. Don would be like, yeah, I'm gonna just make you drive and you gotta go deal with him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like he is that in a times 10 because if you go a ball screen, if you go a Braun, let's say Rudy was on the Lakers, you can't go a Braun, Rudy Gobert switch. Can't do that because then it's curtains.
Well, that's the
but you
thing.
can do that with AD.
That's what I'm saying.
And you have faith in that. You're like, oh, you good. I'm telling you.
Well, that's the point I'm gonna make because that's why they never won at a high level in Utah.
Yeah.
That's why they never going to win at a high level here in Minnesota because the game of basketball is about pick and rolls. And when you get into the playoffs, it's definitely about pick and roll.
Mm-hmm.
Anthony Davis can come up. Bam Adebayo can come up. Draymond can come up. You talking about guys that has some success.
Those 3 guys, if they come up and if they're on the ball, they're sending another guy to get them off the ball.
They don't have to because those guys can switch.
They can switch. Yeah. They don't want them on the ball because they disrupt too much.
Rudy Gobert is sitting back in the paint.
Yeah.
He's going to sit back in the paint, and those guards are going to come off and be able to do what they want to do.
Mm-hmm.
But when Anthony Davis and Bam and Draymond, guys like that, they can come up and actually sit down and guard. I think Carl can because he can still move better. I don't think he's that great as them.
He's quicker than him.
But he still can move better.
Yeah. And let's break this, and this is why I like doing this, because let's break this down. I want y'all to understand something. In the regular season, teams don't do what they're going to do in the playoffs. Mm-hmm. That's stupid.
Yeah.
Like, there's a lot of things that people do in the regular season that they know they aren't going to do against Minnesota in the playoffs because you don't want to show all your cards. Like, no one's going to put Rudy – maybe at the end of the game, if it's close, they're not going to put him in the high quad above the free throw line so he can't be low man, right? Yeah. They're going to let him be low man in the regular season. That's why the team that he's on majority of the time, they don't make it too far because they expose that. They make it tough for them because he tries to make himself low man where he can be the help side defender, and there's not enough time in the play for him to get himself low. So if there's a drop, if you got him high quad above the free throw line and someone drops the ball and you got Rudy trying to go help and then you got another man trying to go help, that leaves one guy on the other side of the court guarding 3 people and you're dead.
You're dead. And if you got a big that can shoot, you're dead.
You're dead. That's why Dallas always beats them because they always put Maxi Kleber out there, or they just keep the dude in the dunker, or they just put the dude in the strong side corner because they know Rudy's going to try to come block the shot every single time, and Rudy's not good enough to make extra plays as far Rudy's not going to X out to the corner if somebody drives the 45 and then there's a help side defender. He's not going to help to the corner. Anthony Davis can.
Yeah.
Bam Adebayo can.
Draymond can.
They've done. They know how. That's the difference. That's defense. That's affecting the game on the defensive end. Mm-hmm. That's what the defensive player of the year should be. How many ways are you affecting the game on the defensive end of the court? I put Jaren Jackson up there too. Jaren Jackson guard his ass off himself too. So
yeah, but that's real. I think he should definitely have at least 2.
But we got to work on that criteria, man. The criteria is so ass right now for a lot of things. I think winning should be a part of the MVP.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Mm-hmm. It's part of the MVP for other leagues. Next, do we think that a big man is a missing piece? AD also spoke about how he'd rather play the 4, that he feel like he's at his best when he plays 4 and wants to like to get another big man. Do we think a big man is actually the piece that the Lakers need to get? Oh, the LeBron piece. But do we think that LeBron is asking for too much help? Yeah. There was
Come on, Scottie. Like, let's not do this, B. Like, you can't do this every time, though, Scottie, my nigga. Like, you done been in the bunker with MJ. You done been in the trenches with this guy. You signed up for the Breakfast Club.
I don't like hearing LeBron and AD talk about we need more. I mean, we hear this every year. As great as LeBron is, and I love him, but I'm tired of every year we need more, we need more, we need more. Not many stars got Anthony Davis playing next to him. I mean, who's Jokic got next to him? If they're drawing dead, it's because of all of them. It's not just because of Austin Reeves is good. I mean, they got some other good players. And, I mean, look at Russell Westbrook. He's playing, they love him in Denver, what he's giving them. He played well with the Clippers. He's played well everywhere. I'm just saying, LeBron is too good to always be like, give me more, give me more, give me more. That's all I'm saying. I think he just sells himself short with that. The West is bunched up. And I agree, I don't think they're going to win the West, but look at who SGA has. I mean, they're a bunch of young guys that are playing really well. He's making it happen. He probably won't have another all-star on that team.
Well, that's because
they're going to have 2. Jokic is by himself as far as being a star. I don't hear them talking about give me more, give me more. Okay. That's all I'm saying. LeBron's too good for that. He's freaking awesome, and so is AD. I'm just saying, like, it's every single year. Death, taxes, and LeBron asking for more help. I mean, that's really what it is now.
Yeah, so
that's what Denver needs help.
Yeah, for sure. I think the difference between them and Denver is that one, LeBron is 40 years old, so he probably should have more help than Jokic. But that's my thing. Like, LeBron shouldn't be doing what he's doing at 40 years old, and it's more wear and tear on his body than Jokic or anyone else in the league who asks for help. And true, but I mean,
what did he ask for? He got Jordan Clarkson, he got Rodney Hood, and he got Larry Nance, and took him to. Come on, listen. Hey, listen, my man's 40. Yes, I need help. He was 39 last year. I need help. 38. I need help. I can't do it by myself. And like, he made it to the Western Conference Finals. Yes, I thought that was a good team. I thought last year was a good team. I just think it just didn't work. I think teams got better.
I think a lot of it. I think LeBron gets a lot of scrutiny because he speaks on it.
Yeah, he's not afraid to speak on it.
You know, Kobe, he wasn't gonna say nothing, not publicly. Now he might have went in the office and say, "Man, y'all motherfuckers better get somebody in here to help." Yeah. You know, or I'm out of here.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. MJ wasn't doing that. You know,
they got too much pride. They'd rather keep losing.
You know what I'm saying? Like, LeBron speaks on it, so he gets a lot of scrutiny from these other, you know, commentators, whatever you want to call these people, who be talking. But he needs help. I mean, let's just be honest.
He's 40.
He has Anthony Davis, yes, great player. You know, 1A. To me, I think he's the number 1 player right now.
He is.
Hands down. You know what I'm saying? But he needs another scorer. Austin Reeves, can you go win a championship with Austin Reeves as your third guy? Can you?
No.
He's good.
No.
And I like Austin Reeves.
He lacks consistency.
But can you give him the ball in any game? LeBron's tired, AD's tired. Game 5, hey, bro, we need you to step up. We need you to be Klay Thompson when he come out a game. When he's going out every Game 5 and get by 8 threes.
Game 6 Klay.
Take over, Game 6.
Yeah.
Take over a game for them. Can you be that guy to take over a game in the playoffs?
Yeah.
I don't think he can. I don't think Austin Reeves has that in him.
Yeah.
So you have to go look at Zach LaVine, guys that can go win a game for you by themselves.
Yeah.
Get you 35, 40.
Yeah. I think you hit it right on the head, bro. I think that's just what it is. He got to understand. He's 40 years old, bro. He's not at that age and not at that way anymore where he can do this night in and night out. He can't be relied on 25. He can give you 20 a night.
Yeah.
LeBron James should not have to give you 25 a night. He's thinking of LeBron as being the LeBron that we all have known for so long, and he's still doing it at a high level.
LeBron wants to be Magic Johnson right now.
Yeah.
He wants to be a point guard, 6'8" point guard.
Yeah.
And just run the team, get you buckets when I need to. But I really want you to put guys around me that can make plays and hit shots.
Yes.
That's what he wants.
And the thing is, too, this is the difference. Back then, LeBron used to always want what? Shooters.
Yeah.
Give me Kyle Korver. Give me J.R. Smith. Give me just different guys like that. Shane Battier. Like, give me 3-and-D guys that just I can have around me that can be there, ready to go and shoot the ball. In the last 3 or 4 years, he has not asked for that. He has asked for bucket getters. He wanted Kyrie Irving. He probably wants Zach LaVine. He wants guys that he can throw the ball to and he can sit there and watch. Prime example. Do you remember the clip? D'Lo had a heater.
Yeah.
D'Lo threw the ball to Bron. Bron like, hell no. You take the ball back. You keep going. D'Lo hits a 3. He wants that so he can preserve his energy for that fourth quarter when it's winning time. Bet it's time for me to go get it, and I got enough energy to go do it. There's a difference in the situations. There's a difference in his career. There's a difference in his age. Right now, he needs another. He gets Zach LaVine. He gets somebody like that. He plays another 2 years.
Oh, yeah.
Easy.
He plays 2 more years for sure.
I mean, speaking on Bron hate, we got him and Scottie back in the news. They back in the news. They back at it. But this time, get your headphones.
This shit, bro.
I heard it.
Yeah, but this time, his brother came to save the day for him. Roll the clip.
Come on, Scottie. Like, let's not do this, B. Like, you can't do this every time, though, Scottie, my nigga. Like, you done been in the bunker with MJ. You done been in the trenches with this guy. You signed up for the Breakfast Club, nigga, for 6 years. Like, you was part of that. Don't take that away from the guard now after all of these years where you, whatever feelings you feel about him. Like, nigga, that is who it is. That's MJ, nigga. Like, you know what time it is with that. As far as LeBron goes, leave that man the fuck alone. Like, leave the nigga alone, Scottie. Like, pay homage to Magic, but leave them niggas alone. Niggas is the ghosts of our league, man. Those are the 3. So whatever issues you have with Bron, like, leave that shit alone, Scottie. Like, nigga, Bron ain't even thinking about you. Like, nobody even, like, matter of fact, Bron, this is a situation where Bron need to see Scottie. Because enough is a fucking enough.
Like, square up at this point.
Not even square up, but we got now. You talk about man conversations. Me and you gotta have a real conversation. Like, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah, nah.
No cap. No cap. Zero cap, bro. I love that. I think that needs to happen a lot more with these beefs. Like, for me, exactly.
What is the beef?
That's a real question.
It's a
LeBron,
one-sided
bro, like,
vendetta.
I don't care about you.
And where did it come from?
Yeah, like, you talking about LeBron this, MJ. 1 minute, MJ the best of all time. Next minute, MJ wasn't that good. I'm probably just as better. Scottie just looking for some attention that nobody cares.
He must owe somebody money.
Nobody cares. He's just lucky, like, just that's the way of the world now. People just want to talk about bullshit.
Bro.
And that's what it was.
I'm just like, what are we talking about, bro? Like,
You was robbing.
there's not one person on this earth that would take you over LeBron James or Michael Jordan.
Or Magic.
Or Magic.
Or Magic.
Or Kobe.
Nobody.
Or AI.
Anyone in the top 10.
Nobody. Somebody.
You want me to keep going?
I'm gonna be honest. Somebody had a conversation. I'm not gonna shout out no other show, but somebody had a conversation that said, if you're starting a franchise, because the way he's talking, if you're starting a franchise, would anybody pick Scottie Pippen?
No.
When we're talking about the way he's talking, he's a first-round pick. He's not a first-round pick if you're starting a franchise. So it's 30 teams, right? Am I tripping? Or 32? 30 teams. No.
He not top 30?
Yeah, I'm about to say,
he would be in your
I'm about to say,
30.
you know how many people we can start just calling out?
Huh? Exactly. But if you're comparing yourself to Michael Jordan, LeBron James, you're top 30.
Yeah.
You're top 30.
Yeah.
Because my thing is,
He thinks he's top 30.
he thinks he's top 30. Listen, people have the utmost respect for Scottie Pippen.
No question.
Utmost
Great.
respect for
Great
Scottie
player.
Pippen.
Scottie,
Unbelievable player.
Scottie Pippen, you was a great player. You was one of my favorites. Like,
You a
'cause
first ballot Hall of
You
Famer,
played defense. You did everything. You was a 6'7", 6'8". Like, he played a point. He played a shooting guard. He played a small forward. He go down and play power forward. Scottie Pippen, you was one of the greatest to play the game. I'm gonna give you that. You one of the greatest. But to put yourself up there as the GOAT, put yourself up there as stop.
Yeah, bro.
That's all I'm gonna say.
Somebody was like, D Wade or Scottie Pippen. I'm like, it's just not that far off. I would take Scottie, honestly.
I take D Wade.
I would-
Prom D Wade.
I get it. Scottie was nice though, bro.
He was.
Scottie was insane.
Bro, but like I feel that, but
Yeah,
we
no,
talking
It's not
about,
far off though.
we talk about Prom Wade was nuts too. Though.
You ain't see Scottie.
No,
though.
Scottie was. You
No,
ain't
I'm
see
not
Scottie.
taking shit from Scottie. I'm just saying.
And I ain't taking up from D Wade because I played against D Wade.
No, for sure. D Wade is an issue.
But I think it's close though. I mean,
I just say it's close.
Yeah.
It's not like for sure taking Scottie. It's not that at all.
No, yeah, 100%.
But that's all I'm saying. It's just like why, as a brotherhood,
Yeah, that part.
why do we
Why are we
always
talking about
do
this?
that shit?
Yeah.
Like especially the greats, bruh. Like Scottie, you're one of the greats. You don't gotta do that. Anywhere you go, you good, bruh.
But who else is doing that?
None of them old heads speaking. None of them old
That's
heads
what I'm
speaking.
saying. Ain't
Like,
nobody
it's-
talking. Like, even when somebody say something about one of these old heads, they not even responding back.
Yeah.
I think the only person kind of chimes back if you say something is Shaq.
Yeah,
He might be the only one that give you what you want.
Yeah.
If you want to get to talk.
Shaq got time every day.
Yeah, he just got time.
Yeah, he don't care.
Shaq
bro.
don't care.
Shaq
Like,
don't give a
It's
damn.
like we gonna
You
do
know,
Shaq.
But it's weird though. It's weird behavior.
Yeah,
bro.
I don't
It's
care.
weird behavior. I don't like.
to hold that type of hate in your heart all these years, like you, Scottie, I was a little boy when you was playing.
Yeah.
Like, I was just born. And you was playing in 84. I was just born. I'm 40 years old now, and you still on this? Like, come on, man.
God damn.
Nah,
Like,
shout
come
out to
on,
Melo
dog.
for
We're
really,
exhausted talking about it.
Yeah. Like, hey,
Yeah,
like, what are you
second week in a
doing?
row, bro.
Yeah. Fuck.
Like, bro.
I mean,
But
just
shout
can't get
out
right.
to Melo for stepping in and,
For
and
sure.
talking
Yeah,
about that.
Brody. Like, call him out. Tell him, man. Tell Brian to go see that man.
But speaking of the top
the
players in the league, though, all-star starters have been released. First of all, are we happy with the starters on both the East and the West? Let's start with there.
I mean,
I know the East.
you can't complain with him. I'm not gonna complain with the selections. You know, a lot of people feel like some people got snubbed. Yeah, a lot of people say LaMelo should have been there. A lot of people say Wemby should have been in the West. You know, but would those guys get in? Yeah, they'd be.
Yeah. Oh, yeah,
they'd
they'd
be
be
all
in.
stars for sure.
They're easy all-stars.
You know what? I do like it, winning. Only thing is, you can't. Everyone says the biggest one is like the Bron. Bron's a starter, bro. Like
He's gonna be a starter
he's earned
regardless.
that. Like everybody.
He's gonna be a starter if they was the last team in the West.
Listen,
he
he's
was gonna
earned
be a
that right.
starter.
Brian
earned
was
that
talking
right.
about All-Star Weekend before the season started. Season didn't even start yet. Brian like, yeah, we're gonna get to San Francisco. I don't know how I feel about I'm like, Brian didn't make this team yet. He's still like,
He know I'm gonna be in there.
I'm gonna be there.
If I play,
Yeah.
I'm an all-star.
He's an all-star, bro. He's earned that. He's that, and he's still dominant.
Bro, yeah.
But I like the East. I think the East is what they had. They had JT, Don, Jalen, Giannis,
And Cat.
and Cat. Don't mind that.
Yeah, I don't think it's egregious at all.
And then West is SGA,
Jokic,
Steph,
Bron, and
KD.
KD.
yeah,
I mean, what you gonna say about any
You
of them?
can't say nothing about it.
Like,
What
who
you gonna
taking
say
out?
about any of them? What you gonna say?
Yeah.
Who you taking out for Wemby?
Huh?
I said, who you taking out for
Exactly.
Wemby? I'm saying, like,
Because half of them dudes getting on there just based
Solidified.
off.
They bona fide.
Yeah.
Yeah.
bro.
And like, you got to think about it.
What you gonna say about SGA? That's the best
thing-
player in the league right now.
Yeah.
He for sure.
He the MVP.
Best
He,
player in the
probably, he
league.
got voted before all of them.
Yeah.
I'll tell you this. You got to have all three of them if you want All-Star Weekend to be popping it all.
Exactly.
Who gonna watch it if not?
Listen,
Exactly.
numbers, people. Think about it. It's a business out
It's
this
a business.
motherfucker. Don't get stupid now.
Yeah, it's a business, bro.
Don't act stupid now. You got to have all three. They go it every year. Starters.
I was happy to see. I think the happiest I was to see was Don.
Yeah.
I was really happy to see he was a starter. I mean, I feel like
He deserved that.
yeah, like out of he's finally having winning success now. I'm glad he was like rewarded for that. That was my favorite.
And the
pick.
crazy thing about it, Don don't get enough. He does not get enough credit and enough respect as he should.
for sure.
Don's never been on a bad team.
No.
Nah,
He's always been on the winning team.
Utah Jazz used to. I think there was a time they was number one in the West.
they did have one year.
Couldn't stand them. They
Yeah,
beat us every year.
Like they were always good.
Yeah.
They were always a good team. They just could never get over that hump. Cleveland, ever since he's been there, been a good basketball team. Now they're number one in the East. Donovan Mitchell needs way more credibility and way more respect than he gets because he has led his teams to winning ways, and they are always in the pecking order of being one of the best teams in whatever conference because he did it in the West and he's dead in the East, and not a lot of people can say they've done that.
That's true.
So shout out to my boy Don. Keep doing your thing, my boy.
But I will say this: if you had to make a case, is there one player that you would make a case for to get in that didn't get in?
Paulo. I understand he ain't played enough.
What, as
but
a starter?
No, oh, you talking
I
about?
mean, it started, but even then, that's a.
Are you saying starter?
No.
Yeah.
I just hope Paulo makes it. I don't know if they'll give it to him because of how long he's been out.
Him
You
or,
think
him or Franz should make it. Either one of them
One of
should
them
make
should.
it.
Yeah, like somebody from
they gotta
Orlando.
take somebody.
Somebody for Orlando has to make
They've
it
been doing too good.
like, hands
because
down.
they played too well. Shit, send the whole team. Everybody play a minute.
That's how
Everybody
they
get two
play.
possessions.
That's how they play, bro. They play as a team, and they do. Like I really think Paulo should make it.
I'd like to see
Did he
somebody
make it
from-
last year?
I like to see. No. Yeah, he did. Yeah,
He did. Yeah.
I'd like to see somebody from Houston get rewarded.
Ooh, yeah, I like that.
Who though? It's the question.
Either Jalen.
It got to be Jalen.
Yeah, because I
It gotta
think
be
Goon
Jalen.
had been consistent enough. I feel like.
Jalen wasn't.
He
that-
could have.
Jalen wasn't that hot at the beginning of the year.
Yeah.
He just got hot.
The thing is,
But-
that's the thing about Houston. It's always someone different, so it's kind of hard to be like, that's the guy.
So who's your star? And
Yeah.
I think it's him.
Yeah. But my thing is, do we think Norman Powell should make it? I feel like he's having a very underrated, sneaky.
He's having a great year, but he's not going to make it over James. If they take somebody from the Clippers, they're going to take James.
Understood. Yeah.
Yep.
They're going to take James.
Understandable too.
Yeah. And he's been playing.
Yeah. No, you can't.
So
take
somebody
that's
from
not crazy to
Memphis-
take it off.
Does Ja make it? Probably.
Yeah. He does.
If Ja don't, Jaren Jackson need to get in there.
Yeah, Jaren Jackson or Ja. Ja's averaging 20, played
both might
27
get in there.
games.
They both might get in there.
Jaren Jackson, Anthony Edwards, he gonna make it.
Easy.
But somebody said that Ja can't. Somebody said Ja can't make it. Now I'm like, why?
Really?
Oh yeah.
Somebody
Book
said
gonna
Ja
make
couldn't
it. Book averaging 25. Nobody even talking
Bless you.
about that.
Thank you.
Kyrie gonna make it.
Kai gonna make it.
Easy. Yeah.
Kyrie
He
making
should.
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's played 36.
Play-
He be the one who hadn't been hurt. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna be honest.
I think Sabonis gonna make it for sack.
I don't think Sabonis. I think De'Aaron might make it.
Gotcha.
De'Aaron averaging 25.
Ooh.
Sabonis averaging 21.
Hey.
I mean, Sabonis is averaging 21 and 10. No, 21 and 15.
Yeah.
He averaging 15 rebounds.
14.4.
Yeah, he's in there.
He should get in there.
Yeah, he's in there. Yeah, he's in there.
Yeah, he might make that job right there.
But
He might make that job right there.
but overall, I'm pretty happy with the All-Star selections.
For
But
sure.
if you guys didn't know, yesterday was the 5-year anniversary of the passing of Kobe Bryant and Gigi Bryant. Rest in peace to everyone that was involved in that crash. what are some of our favorite Kobe Bryant moments of all time?
Man, never forget his last game.
Yeah.
Never forget that. That
80,
was
81-point game.
81 point. He had a 60 ball last game. That was crazy.
I'm gonna be honest with you. Just the honor
Pete.
of being on the court with him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Just the honor of being on the court with somebody of this level of greatness and competing against him and just, you know, being out there with him, man. That was I mean, to me, he's one of the GOATs of the game.
Oh, yeah.
And nobody really
Yeah,
likes to
for sure.
talk about that, but he's one of the GOATs of the game. Like, just the things he used to do, it was like the closest person to MJ.
Yeah.
You know, just how he played and a person that hit timely big shots.
That's nuts.
Like, man,
Ultimate competitor.
definitely one of those guys, man, that's missed around the game these days. And I think somebody who wouldn't, you know, I don't think Kobe would be a person that'd be sitting down with the commissioner and changing some of these things that they're doing to the game now.
Yeah. And
He
the
actually
thing
did
is,
have a meeting
and the
about
thing is too, is like the knowledge he has though is what we're all missing. You know, I've met all my favorite players except him. I don't know how. I don't know. I've never met Kobe, and that's my favorite player ever. Him and Magic Johnson, and I was able to meet Magic Johnson, and I was never able to meet Kobe. So that was tough for me. But
I know.
yes,
I know my favorite Kobe moment is probably whenever, I can't remember, it wasn't Matt Barnes, where he was trying to inbound the ball, and he's just throwing the ball in his face, and Kobe's just like.
Just looked at him like.
I think I like Kobe the most because of his mentality. He just wasn't scared of shit, bro.
none.
He's not scared. Like he was pushing Shaq, and Shaq was Shaq back when Shaq was Shaq, and he was like, bro, like either you gonna get it together or you. And that's the type of person he was. I think that's why you win. That's why you have Mamba mentality, because no one else is doing shit like that.
Yeah, his impact was impeccable, man. Impeccable, and shoes is crazy.
Oh yeah, shout out to
Shoes,
Shoes,
super
man. Yeah,
tough.
we need.
They
I'm
come
gonna get back
out
on
too,
Kobe's,
so
man.
Yeah,
collector's items, baby.
for sure. Gotta have them.
Hey, but speaking of, we just spoke about the Cavs. The Cavs just lost 3 games straight. Do we think that's cause for concern?
Nah, they just got to get Evan Mobley back. I told y'all how effective he is, how he really makes a big difference on this team. And that he's been hurt, he's been out. This team has not been the same. This team has not been the same. They need him back.
And yeah, because I agree. They've been close in, I think, at least 2 of these 3 games they've lost. I think the defense is what's the difference. Certain stops they normally can make, they weren't able to make. Even with like Ty Jerome, I think Ty Jerome had like a career day and they still lost.
8 threes or something like that.
8 for 8 threes. He didn't miss a shot the whole game. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that was in Philly.
Yeah.
In Philly.
Yeah.
That was in Philly.
Yeah. So I think, you think just health is what they need right now?
Well, I mean, they're missing a big time guy.
Yeah.
It was it's one of those things where it's a part of the season. I don't think it's cause for concern. I think it's a kind of just a time to recalibrate a little bit. You know, just kind of bring it back in. Be like, all right, we had a good run. We did unbelievable streak, and we were playing really good basketball. What were we doing in that time to play really good basketball? And it's the next part is getting that win. That's always the hardest. Getting that win is going to be the hardest thing right now, because right now, as human nature, you got a little bit of doubt. You're like, damn, bro, what's going on? Because you ain't done much losing. You haven't lost much. You've always figured it out at the end of the games. You always played well. And the thing is, they are playing well because they're only losing by 2 to 3 points.
Yeah, it's not.
But like, what are we doing at the end of games to not executing to win these games? So, like the Philly game, Ty and Don were just not on the same page, and Ty just threw that shit to the other end of the court and turned it over. And like little things like that, it can be very frustrating, especially on a losing streak. But things could get magnified a little, blown out of proportion a little bit. But I think that'd be all right.
I think too, it's also important that they're kind of, I wouldn't say getting punched in the mouth, but facing some type of adversity at this point in the season before we get, All-Star trade deadline, All-Star break. I think that's when they're like, all right, we got hit a little bit. Let's readjust, make some adjustments. Mobley gonna come back. Now we back smooth sailing. I think.
I really hope they don't do nothing though.
I don't think they.
I don't
do it though.
You see, you're talking as a fan. I'm telling you, these organizations, bro. You go on a little road trip. They do a lot of. You go on a losing streak. It's a lot of overthinking. It's a lot of panicking. What the hell does that do? They got shooting.
But then, like, you got to give somebody up, though.
Yeah. They're not taking a Coral for Cam Johnson. That's not even the same player.
Yeah.
That don't even make sense. And the money don't even make sense. Like, you're going to have to give up, like, Strus and a Coral. Like, if you do that, cool, maybe. I mean, I would take Cam over Strus, but I think just because you lost some games don't mean you just trade the team. Like you just won how many in a row? What
like 15 at one point.
15 or something in a row. So it's just don't panic. Now, if you see something inside and be like, this ain't it, cool. But like, don't panic and make something drastic because then you can really fuck up the whole team.
And I also just think that like, in the fashion that we're losing these games, it's just certain players haven't been used to being in that position. Like Tajron probably hasn't been used to being in that critical late game position. Yeah. And again, this is a good time for him to do it. Like if you're going to mess up, this would be the time you want to do it before. Yeah.
1,000%.
But also, another big trade happened yesterday, and we were speaking about right before the show.
Yep.
Kelsey Plum got traded to the Sparks for Lloyd.
Hey, listen. That's big time.
That's a blockbuster trade.
I got the Aces winning it just off that trade because they were good enough. They weren't good enough last year because Chelsea Gray was hurt and she was coming off injury.
Yeah.
If Chelsea Gray come back being Chelsea Gray and you get Jewel Lloyd with Asia, what?
That's what I'm saying,
Come on, bro. Jewel Lloyd is a bona fide bucket. I love Kelsey Plum. I think she's really good, too. I don't know if she's Jewel Lloyd, though, in my opinion.
And I think she just needed a change of scenery, too, at this point.
If that's the case, cool. You got what you're going to La La Land. Taxes are way higher.
Yeah, but they also, I mean, they got some good young pieces. They still got Cameron Brink coming back. She'll be fresh.
Yeah.
And you got Rakia Jackson. Like they got some good young pieces.
Teams are saying they want to upgrade. They want to do better and compete with New York's and it's a big free agency in the WNBA. Like,
yeah,
I'm interested to see what these teams look like at the start of the season because there's a lot of free agents that can change a lot of these teams' makeup.
Shoot, I'm excited for my wings. You know, we probably finna get Paige. I'm excited. I mean, because we got the number 1 pick, so
yeah, they're gonna need a lot.
Paige.
I mean, we're gonna need a lot, but Paige is exciting though. I think that might move the needle a little bit for us. But no, I also agree with you though. I think that this is what Vegas needs, especially with New York playing the way they're playing. I think they needed this some new energy, some new blood. And I think a type of competitor Jewel Lloyd is. I feel like she might make even Asia a little bit better. Just sometimes Asia want to take a game off, like, hey, you got to go get 30 for me.
Yeah.
And she can do that.
She can do that.
Just like, I'm pretty sure Asia was like, hey, look, we need more. Ain't nothing wrong with that. She just ain't say it publicly like Bron do. Bron just be like, yo, get that shit done, B.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Skip the last. Lori. Okay, bet. We will do our type shit. All right, next we have our fan segment. Let's get our. Oh, we don't. Bet. First we have the what the fuck moment.
Oh, man.
Hey. You know these guys don't like each other, bro.
What?
Hold on, do that again. This nigga got glasses on.
He ain't even hit him.
He didn't touch him. Nope. Yeah.
Jesus Christ. Great play.
Yeah.
Great play.
They called it too, right? Yeah, they called it.
They called it on Giannis?
Yeah.
You can get a foul for flopping though.
Yeah, you get a
Oh, he getting some of that.
Yeah. Yeah, they're gonna find him.
Yeah, they're gonna find his ass for sure.
Yeah, like they called it a game, but they probably rescinded it and find him for sure.
Yeah, he getting a fine for sure.
This went viral.
That's wild.
I
That
mean,
was a wild flop, bro.
Yeah.
I don't. Nah,
We're
James
not
Harden
Harden's
still a
legacy.
bucket.
Yeah,
That ain't do nothing for me.
This is the beard, man.
His legacy still crazy.
Hey, his jerseys are in Houston.
That
I'll say
man averaged 60 for 2 weeks.
He averaged 40 plus for a month.
That's sick.
For a month, he
That's
was
sick.
getting 40 every day for a month.
I don't know.
I don't care.
Give me your
who's
best.
coming in
Give me your best score ever, and I bet you they ain't done that.
40 for a month. Like imagine you just like, yeah, we gotta play James. Month of February coming, we gotta play James.
Bro, I was a part of that month, bro, and we beat him, but
He had 40.
he had 40. I think he had 53. Yeah, I think he had 53 of them things, bro.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
TP cooked that game though. Check the film. Check the film. I
Yes,
think
sir.
I had a cool 11.
Yes, sir. That 11 was more important than that 53.
Exactly to a dub.
Next, we have Nick Young saying Tim Duncan was more dominant than Shaq. Who won a debate? We're not saying he's better. He's more dominant.
Dominant? No. Hell no. Dominant?
Nobody ever was.
Nah.
What are we talking about?
I mean, only person I think you say all time.
You got Shaquille O'Neal clips? Peter? No?
I don't think we
Okay.
need none. I think everybody knows.
No. You get that would have just proved our point. We should just let the clip run.
Man,
Talking about dominant. Jesus Christ.
He
Shaquille O'Neal?
he made Dunleavy's dad want to fight.
Bro. I don't think I've ever seen he made grown men look like boys.
big. I'm talking about not small men.
Not
No, like reputable defenders in the league, like,
Yeah, like
top DPOY candidates
Shaq, man.
with dunking on them.
Well, no, I don't even know what Nick was talking about in that situation.
And don't get me wrong,
Now,
Tim Duncan's that guy.
skill-wise? Yes.
Skill-wise,
Tim Duncan's a
yes.
better skill player than Shaq was.
And Tim Duncan has had some dominant performances, but
But
that's nuts.
There's no player.
there's no player as dominant as Shaquille O'Neal. And the only person that's remotely close, in my opinion, is Giannis.
I say Miles is Wilt, but if we count that,
Who?
Wilt.
Was Wilt physical? I mean, probably at that time.
Let's say like at that time,
Yeah,
you
that time
count
he
that.
was,
You
yeah.
say Wilt.
You're
but
right. Wilt and Giannis. Because the way Giannis just be running people over, that's domination.
Yeah. Yeah, like,
How much is Giannis averaging right now? 30?
30.
yeah. We not talking about Giannis, bro. Like, Giannis for sure, like, any other year could be like MVP.
Giannis is back. Just back letting y'all know, like y'all don't talk about me no more. Okay. Yeah.
The thing is, he might be having a better season than some of his MVP
Why is
seasons.
that? He averaging 30.
One.
And like what?
And
Like 11
nobody
rebounds?
talking about
Or
it,
like
bruh.
11, 12 rebounds too.
31, 12, and 6.
Yeah. And about a block and a half.
Probably
too.
about a block
And a
and a
block.
half.
Yep.
That's
So
crazy.
you already know because you're getting that from him every year.
That's what's crazy.
That's the
just
problem.
because
bro.
we get it every year with that.
We
Get
get
can book
bored.
him in
Give that
for
man his
30.
love. That's crazy.
10 plus, 5 plus, and a block.
Bro,
every year.
we get bored of Giannis getting 31 every year. We get bored with Jokic. And at some point, it's unfortunate, we're going to get bored with SGA.
Yeah.
We got bored with Bron.
Can't get bored with SGA.
You can. You got bored. People got bored with
with
Bron.
We didn't get
Bron.
bored with James when he was giving buckets like that.
People got bored with Kobe.
Facts. Kobe got 1 MVP, bro.
Yeah, that's crazy.
He has 1.
One.
Steve Nash had 2 back-to-back. Shout out Steve Nash, though. but
Yeah,
he had 2 back-to-back.
Kobe was supposed to get one of those.
At least. And Dirk is my guy, but even Dirk, you know, that one was debatable with him and
I think
Kobe.
Kobe got 1 MVP.
Yeah. But
That's-
next we have our last
sick
tweet
work.
of the week. Josh left before the fourth quarter started, and Josh Hart replies, "I have to get home so I can sleep. One of us actually has to play defense tomorrow." I like their banter, bro. I like their
This
humor.
fat ass head dude called me yesterday talking about this damn game. Tough.
Which fathead dudes? 2 of them right there.
Not Josh. I don't talk to Josh. I talk to Jalen. But it's tough, bro. Tough game. I thought the shit was funny. First of all, one question. Why do you have his location? Do you have another man's location on your phone?
I do not.
You got another man's location on your
The
phone?
only one is the father of my godson. So yes, that's it.
I don't know.
I mean, you don't have to agree.
Shit
but,
feels kind of off to me. I ain't gonna hold you. I don't want to know Ray's location. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, yeah, I agree with that.
No, I feel you. You gave a great explanation.
Yeah.
You gave a great explanation. That one kind of caught me off guard. But they homeboys and they close and they live in New York. Maybe that's it. I don't know. But it is what it is. JB, fuck you.
All right. Oh, yeah. Headphones. J Jax.
Fellas, what's going on, man?
You're stupid. What's good, brother?
Got the glasses on.
What's going on, man?
He getting real studious on us today.
Explain.
No, I decided to join your swag, Cam. You know what I'm saying? Protect the eyes a little bit.
Yeah.
You know what
I'm
I'm
blind,
saying?
though.
I don't want to go blind, so I'm going to protect the eyes a little bit.
Facts.
You stare at the computer screen all the time?
Yeah. Just like how you were staring at that Commanders Philly game the whole time. Fellas. Fellas.
Who is Bryant Schottenheimer? Who is that?
All right, bro.
Oh, that's how I fucking
Yeah, I
thought.
feel you.
It's just
I mean,
sorry,
I'm not
that's just
talking.
us,
I'm
bro.
not talking.
That's all good,
I'm
bro.
not talking.
I mean, I'll talk if we really want to.
that's what I
It's
thought.
about whatever.
That's
But
what I
I'm
thought,
gonna stick to the plan here, fellas.
Yeah,
All right.
let's get to it.
I'm gonna tell a little story here, y'all. All right, I'm gonna build this story up for y'all. All right.
Talk to us.
Talk that talk.
35 seconds left in regulation. Right? You're down. You're up 4. You're expecting to win, right?
Oh yeah.
That's what you're expecting.
Mm-hmm.
So a turnover later, the other team hits a jumper, another turnover, foul and 2 free throws, and now you find yourself in overtime. Okay? So you come back to the huddle, you're like, all right, fellas, come on. Let's lock it in. We just got a little bit more time. Come on, we got this. Go to overtime. 28 seconds left. You go up 6 points. 28, mind you, 28 seconds. The other team comes down, misses a jumper. You get the stop you need. You get the rebound, foul. Cool. Let's go to the free throw line. At least hit 1, go up 7. The game's over with. Miss the front end of a 1-and-1. The other team comes down, hits a 3. Still 8 seconds left. So you're up 3 points, 8 seconds. Cool. We got this, right? Inbound the ball and they steal it. Knock down a 3 with 2 seconds left in overtime. Okay, so now you're really just raveling at this point, right? Mm-hmm. You're just like, fellas, we got to figure something out. Go to double overtime and lose by 6 points.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to the Kansas Jayhawks and University of Houston.
So cool.
That was a good game.
Kansas had the fumble of, heck, I mean, the last 10, 15 years, I haven't seen a game end in that way. Kim Palm had Houston with a 0.4% chance to win the game at the end of regulation. So that was just when they were down 4 points. And it makes Houston's win the most unlikely in 1,487 games.
What the hell?
Between the AP top 25 teams over the last 15 years. Shout out to a tweet from Jared Burson. But fellas, it was NCAA tournament type of game. But how do you recover from a game like that? Like if you're Kansas, how do you and mind you, they lose that game and the new AP rankings came out and they moved up a spot.
What?
Kansas moved up a spot?
They moved up a spot from 12 to 11.
That's nuts.
How does that happen?
That's insane.
It's a great question.
It's a lot of L's.
That's
a lot of L's or something.
That's a bad L.
So
I don't know.
That's a bad beat.
How do you recover from that? Honestly, how do you recover from that kind of loss? Because I don't think we ever had. The whole time I was at school, I can't remember a game where we like had a game where a team came back even close to that situation and we lost.
Hey, J-Jax, I ain't gonna hold you, bro. We were close.
Close.
One. We lost, one we won. We were not supposed to be in that national championship game, the first one. They were up 10.
Yeah.
Against Nova. I don't know how we came back. They smoked that jump, bro.
They did.
And let's talk about this too, Jax. Let's talk about this too, Jax. And all my Tar Heel fans are doing this one. because I'm still mad at Jax to this day because he had to be stressed out.
Oh, here we go.
Playing Kentucky. You missed that fucking free throw. We was up like 5 or 6. We was up like, how much were we up with like a minute left, bruh? We was up like 5 or 6.
But both scenarios you just called out, we didn't finish the comeback. And yeah, it wasn't 20 seconds left and we're up 6 points.
20's wild.
20 seconds.
The inbounds pass old boy threw was atrocious.
It was
He threw it.
awful.
He threw it like he was throwing it to Hong. Throw it up high, bro. Hunter's gonna get that. I did not understand. I didn't understand.
I think
bro.
I don't even know if you can you can practice end of game situations all you want, but like it was just like the players just froze up. Like
They
the plays
froze,
that they were
man.
making was just like afraid. You know what I mean? Like, but
That's
that
the
was
scary part. That's the scary part of end of games because when you're losing like that, you're like, we got to do something or we're gonna just lose. So you just playing free, and you already know, like especially for us, if we were going into that overtime when we played Nova, curtain call.
we were gonna win.
We were
Yeah,
gonna win that game. We were gonna
win that game.
As soon as Houston took it to overtime,
It was over with.
I thought Houston. I said, "Oh, Houston got the momentum."
Yeah.
Not because you got to think about it, especially in that situation with 20 seconds left. You're like, we're not even supposed to be still playing. Houston's like, oh, bet you gave us another shot. Over with. Let's do it. So I wasn't shocked at the final score of that one. After they smoked Daddy that one, my goodness.
I can't. Yeah, that was I think that
a
was the
bad one.
craziest fumble I've seen in a long time.
It's a bad one.
But that takes me into the team that I might be back. I might be back on the fence, boys. I might be back on the fence.
Jesus Christ.
Auburn and Tennessee.
Oh gosh.
That was a low-scoring
For
game
all those
I've ever
that love
seen.
watching
low scoring.
scoring, it was not going to
It's
be your favorite
nasty,
game.
bro.
Okay.
Nasty.
Tennessee shot 32% from the field, shot 18 from 3.
Ooh,
Auburn shot
Jesus.
31% and 15 from 3.
Ew.
So it was a barn burner.
Junkyard dog
but,
type of game.
Yeah, Janai Broom returned, which his
He looked iffy,
returns. I mean, his ankle still looked like it was
He's
hurting.
hurting. Yeah, he's hurting.
But he still finished with 16 and 13. Like,
What a hurt
I
ankle.
mean,
With a hurt ankle.
first game back. Like, I think if he's back and he's like consistently back, I think he's my national player of the year. I mean, I can't really give it, especially if Auburn keeps on winning. Like they're just running through basically every team they play at this point.
Cooper Flag can win it though.
He can if Duke, but if Auburn, for me, if Auburn is number 1 in the country by the end of the season,
Yeah. I think it comes down to that.
then I think it is. But whoever finishes, I think top, I think is going to be from that team is going to be national player of the year.
I agree with that.
Um,
I like Auburn though.
So-
I like Auburn. I told you about Tennessee, bro.
I love. I mean, Auburn has 0 holes at this point. Like last game, like Tennessee, we know how great they can defend. So it was a kind of just a crazy game when it came to shooting for Auburn. They can win in every single kind of game. The only reason I'm on the fence still with Tennessee is because they can guard. The way they guard. I mean, this team was the number 1 team in the country, one of the best offenses, and they held them to those type of percentages at home. So. If you're able to do that, then you're in a game.
Who are you willing to put your money on? Auburn shooting that bad again, or we've seen Tennessee shoot that bad? They can't.
That's
shoot.
a valid point.
You see what I'm saying?
That's a valid point.
The next time, I don't see Auburn shooting that bad.
No.
Like you've seen them, like okay, this is the type of game. These are the looks we're gonna get. We just got to knock them in.
Yeah, I
That's what
agree.
it comes
I mean,
down to,
Tennessee.
knocking.
That's why I'm on the fence. Tennessee's shooting like 29% from 3 on all away SEC games. So that's an issue. That's a big time
And
problem.
you're not playing. You're not playing in the tournament at home.
No, you're not.
Mm-hmm.
But hey, guess what? Tennessee gets to turn right around and play Kentucky tomorrow. So,
This shit is
what
a
is it?
nightmare.
You bounce right back.
Yeah.
But this takes us into what I really wanted to talk about, fellas.
Mm-hmm.
And obviously last show we hit on the Coach Davis stuff and coaching and how it's up to the players and things like that. What we saw, I think, And I didn't really see much about it, to be honest. I don't really know why it wasn't talked about. But Alabama just beat LSU. It was on Saturday as well. And Nate Oates benched Mark Sears, who up until that point was the SEC leading scorer. Benched him for the whole second half of this game. And it was a close game. It was 40-40 at halftime. And so when we talk about coaching, they asked him after the game, they basically about the whole situation. And he basically said, you know, the cliche, we played the guys who we thought was going to give us the best chance to win. But then when they started asking more about it, they asked him kind of about what they want to see from Mark Sears and his response. And it was he had benched their big as well that we talked about when they played against North Carolina. I think his first name is Clifford. He had benched him in the second half too to start it, but then played him throughout the second half. And he asked him, and he was like, I just want to see the same thing from Cliff. Basically, be about the things to help this team win. And so we got to talk about the coaching side of things, fellas. First, I want to hear from y'all some of the best coaches that y'all played for, whether it's Coach Williams at North Carolina or whoever, and kind of what made them the best coaches in y'all's opinions.
Two things. One, that's how good their team is. They're able to do that. So that just helps their team. That's what helped our teams. Our teams were able to do that. Our Carolina team right now, they can't do that. You can't just sit RJ all half. We might get beat by 40. That's the little bit of difference of where they are and where we are. We got to get there. And it's a good problem to have. There's something they're not telling us. For him not to play the whole second half, he said something or did something.
Yeah.
Because from what we know, he's a good kid.
Mm-hmm.
There's something we don't know that happened that we don't need to know, right? It's not. It's ultimately none of our business. Yeah, I like how they kept it in house.
That's how you're supposed to.
That's how it's supposed to be ran, because I would say most things that happen with us were in house. You know what I'm saying? None of that stuff is supposed to get out. But we aren't stupid. Something else happened. For you to sit the whole second half, one of your best players has been there his whole career. Yeah, it's either like hey, listen, bruh, you're not bigger than our team.
There you go.
All right? You're not bigger than our team. We can win without you. Did they win?
Yeah.
They won by 7.
This is accountability. And for what you just said about, our school, I still would do it.
Yeah.
If RJ not getting it done or if RJ did something wrong, sit him down. Make an example for the younger guys.
That's true.
Make an example for the younger guys. So I think the way you coach now, you can't give in to these guys because they making money. You really can't.
Yeah.
And that's just losing basketball. You look at the guys like UConn coach, he's not going to give in to that. He's not. He's not going to give in to, these guys making money, they might go to the transfer portal if I get on them too much. He's not going to do that. So, I don't know. I mean, the part of coaching that I feel like that can't never change is accountability. You got to hold these kids accountable no matter what. I don't care how much money they're making. I don't care about anything. We have to do that.
Hey,
like I said, I agree with you. I like that perspective. I think you still do it. I think it's one of those things where I really want to see how he responds.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Because I think in the moment you're pissed. Like if Coach Williams did that to us, we're livid. But you kind of you should go home and look in the mirror and be like, okay, why did that happen? You know what I'm saying? And then you'll see what type of character you have. There will be more people looking at see what Sears does this next game than ever before.
100%. Well, fellas, we're also not just talking this guy scored 2,500 points in his college career. So we're not just talking about a 4-year starter who's averaged 12 points a game. You know what I mean? This guy this year he's been struggling a little bit more. Last year he averaged 22 on 51, 44, and 86. So like it's not just going to Theo's point. There is more that was either said. Maybe there was like, him telling, Sears that I'm gonna go in a different direction in the second half, and he got mad, and so it was, all right, now I'm gonna prove a point. But I mean, I go back to my sophomore year. I wasn't getting it done, and Bryce wasn't really getting it done leading up to the game against Boston College. And Coach benched me and Bryce and brought us off the bench. I think, Theo, I think you started that game, if I'm not mistaken. And low key, that was my best game of the season once I finally got into the game leading up to that point. And so, to your point, I think the more I've thought about the NIL, the transfer portal, the whole conversation that we've had, you can't, like you said, Ray, you cannot lose the accountability aspect, right? Like you see, basically, you look at the top 10 teams. Like the coaches, they coach in a way of they don't care if you want to enter the transfer portal or not, right? Bruce Pearl, if one of those guys on Auburn wants to leave, I guarantee you Bruce Pearl is like, hey, don't let the door hit you on the way out, right? Like that's just how it is. You look at Hurley, you look at Iowa State, like the way they coach, there's a certain standard and accountability that they have for their program. And if you're not living up to it, then we'll figure something out. And so I think that's like, this is just an example of that. And it's with a guy that's a big time player. I mean, he was preseason SEC player of the year. Like in this SEC that we're talking about is possibly the best to ever be put together. So I love it. I mean, I think he'll bounce back just because of the type of player he is. I mean, 2,500 points. How many points did T. Hands have when he was at school? It was like 28? 20, something like that.
2,500 points is a lot of points, though.
2,500 is a lot of points, bro. So when I don't think him bouncing back is going to be like if he bounces back, I think it's just a matter of like, will he buy in fully to everything? But I mean, if you're willing to do that as a coach, then I don't think he really is worried about if he's going to buy in. I think it's
because then be like, all right, sit your ass down again.
Yeah, all right.
I did it once. We won.
We'll figure it out.
We could do it again. And I think that will come down to, I think a lot of coaches going to start not being afraid to recruit over top of players.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I got another option. This is going to make you play harder. This is going to make you play better. This is going to help you get better. That's why our teams were so successful, because our practices was harder than the games. Our practices were way harder than the games. We had Bryce and Isaiah going to each other every day. They're not going to see another Bryce or Isaiah every day. Me and you playing against each other every day. You had Marcus going against Joel. You had Nate going against Joel. The competition was there. I can't even talk about what y'all was going on.
I'm sure their practices were
y'all practices
nuts.
I mean, y'all gonna have to get the gloves out sometimes. It probably got wicked.
We was about to fight almost every day. No, for real.
It had to be.
But we was so close though. You would have never known that when we left the gym.
Yeah.
When we left the gym, it was all love. It was nothing. But when we was on that court, we practiced like we wasn't teammates. Because we was trying to make each other better, and we was holding each other accountable. So that was the fun part of it.
Yep, and then all this comes down to is accountability, man. The accountability has to be there in these situations, and sometimes it's kind of like you could play both ways on it. When you have a guy that makes a lot of money and they're playing bad, you'd be like, all right, bet you want to keep looking stupid. Go ahead, keep looking stupid. I ain't gonna say nothing to you. But then you're hurting the coach. Then you're hurting the program. Then you got the whole team looking bad. So it's tough, man. It's tough with these kids making money now. You can't. It just depends how comfortable you are yourself. Me and Ray, we're comfortable. Listen, you gonna sit your ass down, bro. I'm gonna keep it a buck. You ain't that good.
Tell it just like that.
You're not that good. You're good with this team. This team can be good with you on it, but you're not that good as an individual that you can win this game by yourself.
And I think the low key was the perfect time for him to do that because after Valentine's Day, I looked up. Alabama has the hardest schedule.
Their schedule to end the season it's unfair.
You got
like
Auburn, Missouri, Kentucky, Mississippi State, Tennessee again, Florida, and then Auburn again.
God.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it's
Could get kind of ugly for them.
Dude,
I'm confused.
You can drop out and be like a 4 or 5 seed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You lose 4 of those games, you're not a top seed anymore.
No. I mean that's what's so
And then they got to play
about.
a top seed.
Yeah.
Think about it. You end the season playing the number 1 team in the country. Like, what are you supposed to do? Like, I feel, me personally, I feel bad for Bama. Like, I'm all for competition, but I'm like, bro, at least let them come up for air. You know what I mean? Like, you go from one game to the next. But I think it is. I mean, it is the perfect game because it was against an LSU team that's kind of towards the bottom of the conference. So you have a little bit more confidence, maybe of, hey, even if I sit them. But too, like I looked it up, they're like 333rd in the country in scoring defense. So if it's the defensive side that's an issue, and to Ray's point, being an example for everybody else, like that's what made those Spurs teams so great back in the day with Timmy and all them. Like Pop would coach Tim Duncan and Tony Parker and all those guys way harder than everybody else. So if he was coaching somebody else, they couldn't look at him and be like, Coach, like, what do you mean? Like, no, I've got a Hall of Famer in here that basically does everything right, but that one thing that he's doing wrong, like, I'm going to call him out on it. So I think that's just a huge part of coaching that, unfortunately, the NIL and the transfer portal stuff has kind of made coaches scared. But if a guy gets so upset that you're coaching him hard and he enters the transfer portal, then that's probably somebody you don't want to have in your program anyways. Exactly. And maybe that's just kind of how we're wired. And it goes back to being confident in your own coaching and your own ability and being a man first. But like, I don't know. I just don't really see why you would ever kind of cower to a player when at the end of the day, you're trying to raise him up as a player, as a man. Like, you're trying to teach him what real life is about. Like, letting somebody continue to just play bad and play lazy and do the wrong things, like, that's not real life. You do that at a job outside of basketball when you get out of school and you're out of there. So,
and it's just setting you up for failure when you get to the pros.
That's it.
Because if you don't bring it in the pros, what? What? You got the first.
I mean, heck,
kid.
You can bring it in the pros and still not get to play. Like, let alone not bringing it. So you think that it's sweet right now because you're making a little bit of money and, you walk around and some of the students love you and give you all this. All right, keep on not doing what you're supposed to be doing once you make it, to the next level. Have you sitting over there just reading the newspaper,
Hey,
that's just kind of how it goes.
Jax, my boy Ray went to the game on Saturday.
I saw him behind there. I saw the camera. Yeah.
I was there.
Let's have a quick recap. Boston College with Steph Curry and Klay Thompson. Let's go ahead and put that out there. They were shooting the piss out the ball. They got confidence really early because we didn't do much about it. Ray, you were there.
Yeah.
You felt the tension in the arena.
Yeah.
Was there a lot?
Yeah, it was some tension.
It was some tension. Was it a little nerve-wracking? We were like, oh, we about to lose this game?
I don't know what would have happened if we'd have lost to the worst team in the ACC.
That would have been rough.
At home.
At the crib.
At home. I don't know what was going to happen. And it looked for a second we was about to lose.
Hey, I'm not going to lie. We probably should have.
Yeah, we should have lost the game.
Bro, we tied the game off of a hanging left hand
layup.
And lay from Seth, which was tough. Shout out to you, Seth.
No, it was tough. But let's just be honest. God was with us.
God was with us. He said, y'all, I'm not gonna do this to y'all yet.
Yeah, God was with us. And just the feeling that arena, man, when they were just hitting shot after shot after shot. Like that dude hands, whoever he is.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, he might become get a pick in the draft off that game.
Yeah.
Like I'm just saying, but that's what teams are doing. They're coming into our building and being comfortable. I keep saying this all year. I keep saying this, and I'm mad I didn't get a chance to talk to the boys because honestly, once they won the game, like I really didn't want to go in there and like say what I wanted to say to them. Like just enjoy this win, and let's move forward and keep this thing going. You know what I'm saying? Because we still trying to make sure we get into this tournament. So we gotta get us a big win coming up this weekend. Take care of Pitt first, and then we gotta go to Duke and go surprise the world.
This is a huge stretch for us.
Yeah,
this is a huge stretch for us. And like I said, it has not looked pretty. We understand that. But as being a part of this game and being a part of the Carolina-Duke rivalry, it can be done.
Oh, yeah.
We can beat them there.
Yeah.
And it's going to take a lot for sure. I don't know the magnitude of Jay Wash's injury, but hopefully he's okay.
Yeah, we got to get him back.
He got to be available.
Yeah, he has to.
He has to be available. But that game is you just toss the ball up and you just play basketball. Like
I'm starting. This is my lineup for that game, and I'm just gonna be honest with you. I ain't trying to like say nothing against nobody, but against Duke, we're gonna have to play. We're gonna have to have size. Let's just be honest. We gotta have size. So regardless of who we start. But in order for us to win this game, this lineup has to be on the court very often. And for whoever's playing better that night at the point between RJ and Elliott, and then you got to go with Ian, you got to go with Powell, you got to go with Seth just because of his defense and his athleticism, and Washington. You gotta go with that lineup. I'd like Powell at the 4. I put him at the 4 and let him be a guy that be a facilitator and just a guy that can make plays at that 4.
He guard Cooper?
Yes. You have to put him on Cooper.
If Drake Powell does a good job on Cooper Flag Saturday night, he's a first-round pick. He's a top 10.
Did you see that dunk? Did you see the dunk?
oh, you talking about from
this
Powell?
weekend?
From Powell?
Yes.
I missed it.
You missed it?
I missed it.
Ooh, it was nice.
Took off right down the middle of the lane.
He took off.
I'm telling you, he should know it. And the thing is, it's just the same thing as you, Jax. When we played Duke at home, you knew whoever was going to win that game was going to get ACC Player of the Year. JJ and Luke Kennard was my matchup. We had gone into the game and said Luke Kennard was my matchup. We did scouting report and everything in the back. I mean, in the Carolina end. We get to the gym. Jessica comes to me and said,
I got this.
I got him. But that's the difference.
Yeah.
That's the difference in team mentality, dog, that we want to see from this team. And we did it, and at that point, I didn't argue with him because I knew it. He's not gonna come tell me that if he ain't, I know what type of time you on. And at that moment, I'm like, we got to win this game for him because we see he wants this thing and he's earned it. So we got to go make sure we do what we need to do. And that game was a dogfight. I mean, they had Luke Kennard, they had Jason Tatum, Grayson Allen, what's the Jackson dude? Like they were stacked.
Yeah, they had a good team.
Harry Giles, like they were good, and he came with that type of time, and it was curtains. We guarded the damn whole game.
And I didn't even play great that game. I ain't gonna lie to you, but hey, we came out to win. I think.
Yeah.
To your point, like Drake Powell, another name who hasn't done a lot all year, but I think could really be big is Jalen Withers with his size and his length. If both him and Powell are able to make Cooper Flag uncomfortable with their athleticism and their length, then I think North Carolina has a very, very good chance of winning this game. If Cooper Flag is able to get to his spots, be comfortable, obviously we know he's talented, so he's going to get some of his. If he's able to get to his spots, though, and just kind of play the game freely, it's going to be an issue. But hopefully, like you said, hopefully each and every one of those guys take that challenge because
But we got to take care of Pitt first. We were just talking ahead of it. We got
they got
Pitt,
Pitt, Duke, Pitt, and Clemson. Like that's the next 4 games.
and this can change the whole season.
If they go,
you go 4-4,
3-1, 4-0,
Oh,
if you go 4-0,
you in the tournament.
it's
you in the tournament and you change the whole makeup of the season. That's what happened to us our senior year. We had a stretch like that and it changed the whole season. And and it's right there for the taking.
Yep. Yeah.
So
shout out to them boys in Chapel Hill, man. Go get it done.
for sure.
Go get it, my boys. We
But
with
fellas-
y'all. We riding with you.
Fellas, I appreciate y'all, man. Y'all have a
Indeed,
great rest of the day, bro.
Jack,
Yes, sir,
appreciate you, brother. See you
too,
on
brother.
Thursday,
I'll
my
let
boy.
y'all.
All
Yes, sir.
Yep. Now we have Ebron next.
Oh shit.
Shit for to get real.
There you go.
That's
good, E.
We can't hear him.
And we can't hear him.
Mute myself. Yeah, I was listening to y'all. Can I whip the mic
Oh,
around and shit?
My fault.
Oh, yeah, my
Ah, man. Y'all good? Everybody good? Can look at it. Can I get ready? Can we get situated? Hey, what's good?
E, what up?
Theo?
Yeah, I'm good.
Everything
I'm
good? No sponsorship.
No sponsorship today. Yeah, what's up,
Everything
dude?
good?
Solid,
Uh-huh.
bro. I'm solid.
All right.
I'm alive.
So
nigga.
good. Hey, good evening, good morning, good night. Some people still sleep. Everybody good?
Yes, sir.
We
All right,
making it,
let's
bro.
do it.
We making it. Hey, listen,
Surviving.
all of our teams at Cancun.
Yeah, facts.
Yeah, all
Everybody
but
at
two.
Cancun.
All
all but
30.
two.
All 30 are at the crib or on
Yeah.
vacation. For
I'm gonna
sure.
address the elephant in the room. I'm gonna ask you
Yes.
this, E. Eagles had a better roster up and down, all down the line, right? Except for quarterback. We have the better quarterback. Do you think we honestly we have a better quarterback? Will you fucking stop it, bro? He can throw better than Jalen. And he can run better than Jalen.
Okay.
He said, okay.
Right.
Let me
Okay.
ask you, all right, E, we can call all your homeboys and ask them who would you be more afraid of, Jalen Hurts or Jaden Daniels? Who you think they would say?
Jalen Hurts. But I'm with you, brother. I'm
No.
listening. It's you're starting it. I'm listening. I'm here for the start. I'm gonna finish, but I love the start.
That's just not true, bro.
Okay.
It's not true. No.
Okay.
No one believes that, bro. I think Jalen Hurts is a good quarterback.
Phenomenal.
He's not Jaden Daniels. He's not Jaden Daniels.
Okay.
He's not better
Okay.
than him. Because I'll tell you one thing, and I'm a firm believer in this. We don't fumble 3 times. It don't go like that. It don't go like that.
So this is all biased. All of this.
This is
All
this
of
is
this
a little.
is biased.
This
This
is a
sounds like
little-
it comes from a deep place of pain.
This is biased, but this is also coming from he just put together a great drive. The
55
drive
points.
before.
55
And
points.
then my man McNichols, I don't even know why he was returning this kick in the first place. And then fumbles. Dude, we just listen, fair catch that jump and let's move on.
Yeah. Look, football is decided by 1 or 2
Yeah.
plays. And unfortunately, turnovers switch the win percentage to the other team drastically. First things first, the first thing everybody talks about, the number 1 priority in every game is to take care of the football. Unfortunately, they did not do that. But you gotta commend their all pros, their
Oh, yeah, for
stars
sure,
for
for
making those plays when it
sure.
needed to. I mean, Bond was phenomenal.
Insane.
Their defensive line, I mean, from jump, Nolan Smith was in the backfield, right? So like you already knew what type of time the Eagles was on from jump. Now, defense wins championships, right?
Yep.
So we're not gonna blame the quarterback play because they both play really good. Like let's all-star receivers 8, all-star players did, that was a game. Let's be real. Up until about halfway through the 3rd, 4th quarter. We was talking at halftime, then they came back and we, our text thread was a totally different conversation. So I wouldn't say that I mean, I wouldn't say that, it was a quarterback's game. It's just that the defense was just a lot better than what y'all could do. That was the separation for that game. Now, that's going to be the same thing going forward for these next two teams because they both got great defenses, but one of them is a little bit better than
Let me ask you this though before we go to that.
Mm-hmm.
Is Buffalo are they done?
They done. They at home right
now. Where's St. Bonnie? Is St. Bonnie there?
No, I wish he was. He's not here today. Of course, he oversees today.
Oh, God.
Of course, he's not here today.
Wish he was.
Is there a psychological factor in this with Buffalo at this point? You think they're fine?
No. I think they're
KC
fine.
about done.
I'm gonna be honest. I didn't think Buffalo was gonna get there with all the difference and the injuries that they had. So I think that they're still building. They still got some money to build. My only thing with Buffalo is realistically, that catch that shouldn't have been a catch was the biggest deciding factor in that game. I don't care what nobody say. I said it on the text thread. I called my homeboys. I said, bro, the ball hit the ground. That's not a catch. Y'all took that away from Dez Bryant. Y'all took that away from Megatron. Y'all took that. Like, we have to, at some point, this NFL got to be held responsible for its actions, bro. I'm gonna just be honest. Like, that was an outro. And then to review it and say that it was a catch was bullshit.
It was so obvious.
Bullshit. Like, that was the ball. First of all, if anything, you could really say that's an interception because Bro had possession first. Now, I get the offensive game, and I love that rule as a receiver or receiving tight end, a.k.a. receiver. Both people possess the ball at the same time.
They always go to the offense. The ruling is
it goes to the offense. Cool.
Mm-hmm.
If that's the case, that ball should have been incomplete. Like, it's no way that tip of that football hits the ground. And Dez Bryant's ball never hits the ground. Y'all call like it needs to be some clarification. We say that every year, but at some point they need to be held responsible for this. That was bullshit. It was absolute bullshit.
I think that's a lot. It's a lot of that in the NFL though. It's like a lot of rules that's just like everyone knows needs to change, or not even change, just clarify something.
Clarification.
There needs to be a clarification for these rules where there's no question. This is the rule. This is what it's going to go by. Okay, that's it. You do everything else. You're willing to add extra games. Everybody got to play on Thursday night. Help us by helping us with the damn rules then. Like, just do that so there could be no controversy. There could be nothing that goes from this, right? You did one great thing in the overtime rules in the playoffs. I love that. Give everybody a chance to go score that ball.
Right.
Now you change that. Clarify all these rules for everybody.
Right.
But all that to be
the low hanging fruit.
Yeah, for sure. But let's address let's address this thing. This Chiefs team, bro. They just continuously get it done, bro.
Chris Jones is a monster.
Monster.
He was crying the whole game. He's scary.
Huh?
He was crying the whole game.
He was crying the whole game.
A lot of emotion.
It was
a lot of.
I know what I'm saying, but he's insane. I wouldn't want to see him.
Beast.
I wouldn't want to be in front of that guy.
He made the difference. He made the plays when they needed him to.
He always did.
Him and McDuffie were cooking.
That force down stop. Oh my goodness.
Do they three-peat?
I hope.
That what y'all want to get into right now? Okay.
No, we'll talk about that. We'll talk about that later. We'll talk about that later. Let me ask you this. You see it on the screen. Pat Mahomes, 5 out of 7 Super Bowls.
Man.
Yeah.
Has he surpassed everybody else and right behind Tom?
Oh man. My thing with history is
longevity.
You gotta do it for some time. Now 7 years is a long time to be doing
5
something.
out of 7? Like, you know how a lot of guys talk about it as like it's so hard to get to 1.
Right.
And you just take advantage of your opportunity.
Right.
Bro, he's so numb to this. They're numb to it, bro.
I be trying to I be trying to figure out how Pat feels, for sure. To realize that you're going into every year damn near invincible.
It's crazy.
No, for real.
Really.
It's kind of crazy because like this year you gotta hear like that's my favorite part of the year is to hear everybody speculate every team, right? And then once they do something that no one believed in, like this team lost one game. And nobody was like, oh yeah, this team's gonna go on to win the Super. Like we said, could they do it? No, they don't have the receivers, they don't have this, and then they make the midseason acquisitions, and then you realize that they're not losing, and you're realizing that their star players are just getting healthier. It's almost like, hey, bro, you want to talk about a dynasty? And I think Nate Burleson said it best. We wasn't there for the Michael Jordan era. We got to see the Tom Brady era. We got to witness the LeBron James era, and we try to tear down those dudes upon their greatness, right? Let's enjoy what Pat Mahomes is doing. Let's not say, oh, we don't want him to go out there and get a third one, bro, it might not ever happen again.
I was saying that last night. I was
like,
for me, I want him to do.
He's going to.
I don't. It's
Ray.
Bro,
my parlay say cheese. I don't know nothing else on
Bro,
Sunday.
Bet against him.
Sunday.
You can't bet against him.
You
bro.
can't. You cannot bet against him. I'm sorry.
Bro, we talk about it in NBA. First of all, was it 10 years straight Bron did it?
10 years.
Yeah.
First of all, that's
sick.
It's insane.
That's sick work. Yeah.
It's insane.
That's sick.
Tom Brady.
The
10 years.
NFL,
Tom Brady.
we had this conversation. What's harder?
10 Super Bowls.
NBA Finals or NFL playoffs? NFL players, you got one game.
One game.
You
And
got
it's over.
one
game. And he continuously done it. And the thing is, difference is with him this year, and why I say he has surpassed other guys and he's right behind Tom, is because we've never, until last year, he didn't have to go on the road.
He has 2 losses in the playoffs. Ever. Pat Mahomes.
And last year he did it all on the road.
He's 11-2.
Yeah. Last year he did it all on the road, and he beat
Brady,
Buffalo and Baltimore.
Joe Burrow.
Bro, yeah.
Bro.
And luckily Brady was able to do it before or got out the league, because if not, it'd be a real closer conversation.
Yeah. And thank God for the Manning brothers to stop Tom Brady from having.
God for the Manning brothers, for sure.
I'm telling you.
Like, I'm telling you, bro, it's you. We get to see it. It is almost, I think we taking it for granted because we just saw it with Tom Brady. You know what I'm saying? It was Michael Jordan. You know what I'm saying? Then we got the Kobe, and then we had the LeBron. You know what I'm saying? It was like, it was a little time period between, Kobe coming into his own and Jordan leaving. And this is Tom Brady had just left, bro. And we got Tom Brady Jr. right
insane,
here. It's
man.
like, bro, I
No
know
cap.
the AFC has to, like, that AFC West division has to hate this man.
They can't stand him.
I wouldn't be able to.
They hate him.
I love
Because it's every year. Bro, every team every year is competing to beat the Chiefs.
You have to.
What do we have to
That's the
do to
standard.
beat the Chiefs?
That's the
How
standard.
the hell is Spagnuolo not getting any
He
head
don't
coaching?
want to. Why?
He wanna
why
stay
do
there,
you
right?
want
Yeah,
to?
he
That's
don't
true.
wanna leave. Why would
What
you
do I
want to
want?
leave that?
When you go to be a head coach, you leave this to go to that. I'm not leaving my chick that cook all this good food, rub my back, and make sure my bath good to go be with a chick that's trying to figure it out. Like, hell nah, I'm about to be over here and live this life. I don't have to answer questions as a head coach. I don't have to make all the hard calls. I get to call the defense and win rings.
Yep.
Spagnuolo got the best job
in the
That's
world?
why-
Shit, damn
That's
near.
why I don't understand the coaches. Now I get it. So, some coaches that's a dream of theirs. That's something that they want to do, or something that they
You talking about
feel
like Ben Johnson and them?
I don't understand why you would ever leave something like that to go. Now, Caleb Williams in the situation in Chicago is
It's enticing.
It is enticing.
It's enticing.
But then you go into a team that you just built that you know you're not finna beat. So it's like the head coaching thing, it's more of a power play money move, get your money and do whatever. But Spagnuolo got so much cheese. That man ain't worried about no head coaching.
You get a bonus every year.
He get a bonus every year.
Come on,
Guaranteed.
man. Come on, now I go to the Super Bowl 3 straight years. Y'all can have that head coaching. Andy Reid, what you need?
Which win was more impressive, Eagles or the Chiefs?
I'm gonna say the Eagles, bro. I'm gonna say the Eagles, because their defense was outrageous. Now, I really thought that the game was going to be close. You know how many points Washington puts up, and I mean they started off the game decent. You know, you don't have the turnover, De'Ami Brown or whatever. That happens. That's football. You know what I'm saying? You don't expect that linebacker to come through with that much force. That's battle. You know your opponents.
What was he doing? He flew over there.
Bond, bro, all pro Bond, bro. I started paying attention to him more this year than I ever have, because the last 2 years has been dominant for him. I'm gonna just say that the Eagles' performance in the second half defensively, man, it's gonna be tough for the Chiefs because they match up so well. And I'm gonna be honest, I don't think that left tackle or that right tackle stand a chance against that rotating 4. Or let's say rotating 8, because they really have 6 first-round picks on AD line. So
and the crazy part is, you heard who coming off IR? Graham.
Who? See, you know what I'm saying?
See if he come back.
I don't play for the Chiefs, so good luck. You know what I'm saying?
If he come back too, it's gonna
legs, muscles gonna be feeling good, and he get the tee off for one last game.
Hey, if Travis Kelce wins, he retire?
He should.
I'm gonna be honest. There's a couple people that should retire after this year because of their legacy and just how strong it is. But yeah, Travis Kelce, one more ring, bro.
I think he gotta go.
Honestly, bro, if they want to keep paying me 10, 12, 13 million dollars to keep coming back and catch 70, 80 catches and go to the Super Bowl, I'm gonna do it. But yeah, could he retire? Could
what
he
year
retire?
is this for him?
Yeah. 12, 13.
12.
Something like that. 12, I believe.
He's already like considered the GOAT.
Yeah, number one tight end ever. Yeah. And you got to give it to him based off of statistics.
Yeah, it's not just
give it to
fame.
him based off statistics.
He's
it
a
ain't
dog.
Just
The
fame.
only debate is him.
He's a dog.
That's the only debate.
Playoff numbers. He up there with.
all the
I mean,
records.
they start talking about Jerry Rice. When you start talking about somebody with Jerry Rice, you know, you just first ballot.
And he's a tight end.
Oh yeah.
with receiver stats.
Hey, if they beat this Eagles team, because ultimately the Eagles have the better roster.
Yeah.
If they beat this Eagles team,
yes.
But this team got more experience. They got more experience. They know how to win.
So
they know how to win.
Team.
Ugly games.
Hey, listen.
They know how to win.
I'm with the Chiefs.
This is the same Eagles, but better team from 2 years ago, y'all. Now, let's not sleep. They're not missing nothing but Fletcher Cox, Vinny Curry, a
And
couple
they
other
added
pieces
a dog in the
from
backfield.
Come on now. Now this
They
game,
didn't have that 2 years ago.
Dog in the
this
backfield.
game is decided by two things: who gonna play better defense and who gonna run the ball better. Because all that run option mixed match bullshit, the Eagles have the team. Now I'm not sure they're gonna be that disciplined. It is the Super Bowl. Emotions do get mixed up in this game, and that's where I believe the Chiefs have the advantage. They send a lot, do a lot, and for a lot of emotions, you might get lost. Defense, it takes one play. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, my parlay say the Chiefs, but I hope the Eagles win, boy.
My parlays.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
It's been a great NFL season.
It's been a great season, man.
Pro Bowl coming up.
Yeah.
A lot of guys headed to Orlando. Fuck. It's going to be a good time out there, I bet. You going?
Yeah. No.
No.
He said, "Oh yeah, no,
Oh yeah, no. I would not be there.
Yeah, they gonna have a ball and all. No. Ebron likes to be by himself for sure. I'm a vibe twin.
That's cap. We're gonna leave that where it is. Hey, we appreciate you, my brother.
Come on now, yes sir. I appreciate y'all, man.
We'll see you
For sure,
Thursday,
man. Appreciate your time.
I'll be safe.
That's
my
up.
guy."
Anything else, guys, before we leave?
Shit, nah, bruh. Hey, listen, Tar Heels, y'all get that shit done. What they play tomorrow?
Yeah,
Tomorrow.
tomorrow.
At the crib, right? It's at the crib.
I think. I'm sure.
I need the Smith Center rocking, bruh. I need to have it rocking on that Tuesday night. See what we can do. Shout out to Houston, bruh. Shout out to Houston.
shout out my
Big
guys,
win
man.
the other day.
Shout out my guys.
Shout out to the Cougs, man. Shout out to
I'll
Home.
be out there soon.
Shout out to Run Your Race. 100K subscribers. That's another show. It's a show, guys. To the Baja is a show.
Live show.
Live show. And we out.
Peace.